Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another Rangers Rundown. I'm your host, Swiz, with my co-host, Naypay. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I am very well. Not as well as you, mate. You got the guns out. You're looking good. Footy training's back. Into the swing of things, mate.
Yeah, no, it's probably the worst time of year when footy comes around and it's 30 degrees, but no, we'll talk a bit of cricket and then have to go and do a running session. So heaps of fun.
Well, there. If the coach is watching, Jack, look at Naypay trying to put his hand up for a higher grades, mate, into those running sessions. So look, get the guy going. How how was the weekend, mate? I know there were some good performances, a few poor ones, but from your point of view, how was the weekend?
Yeah, well, the weekend for us in the twos, they beat us by about 3 o'clock and then decided to keep going for some reason and just waste everyone's day. And yeah, some bloke got a ton, which I probably wouldn't be too rapt about, but good on him, I guess. So yeah, we had a pretty wasted day in the end, but it's all a part of it. If you don't bat your overs the first day, they obviously have extra overs on the first day, and it was their right to keep batting, so you can't really do much about it.
Yeah, there seemed to be a few games wrap up early. I know it was good the thirds, couple of the fourth. Oh, so I know the fourths. Yeah, it was the thirds, the fifths. A few of the fourths guys came down and cheered us on because they all had early finishes. So
Yeah,
I think we're about the only game that went to time, which was you get that obviously in one days, but it was good to have some support down there for the Sixers, which is not usually the occurring thing. So we do appreciate that. Couple of things coming up for the club. I guess the big one's casino night, mate. You want to just touch on that?
yeah. So casino night, the 6th of December, which is coming pretty quickly. It's in about 2 weeks, I think now. So everything's ramping up for that, and it'll be a good night. So buy your tickets online, and they'll be cheaper as well if you buy them online, opposed to buying them at the door.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, obviously on top of that, we always have Saturday night, get back to the club, barbecues usually going and that. Obviously didn't have the Sunday this week because the vets and the ladies were away. Well, can't say the vets were away because we never get on, and it ended up Wolfman taking the guys down to the pub for those who didn't go to the women's, and apparently they had a strategic meeting at Mitcham Hotel, so apparently went well.
Yeah, I've heard it all now. I got a call from Hodgie and Dad yesterday, so um, just talking crap as usual.
Yeah, I love it. Talking about things happening around the club and stuff like that, and we always like a good roast on a Thursday night, but we'll bring one to the podcast. Might have had Sticks from the old ones dobbed in here. We know he was out of the T20 the other day with a broken finger. Might have actually heard another one come Saturday night. So this actually comes from his partner, Maddie. So we do a friend of the show now. So she actually shouted this one out. Apparently, Sticks had free tickets to the basketball, all inclusive drinks and everything like that, and apparently had a good night. Got that hammered that may have put one of the other fingers into the old car and slammed the door on the old finger. So now has two finger injuries and apparently he's going to be missing cricket this week due to that. So and then, Maddie was apparently saying, didn't even react to it at all, just rubbed it off and that. Apparently it was not in a good way, but he was that blind, had no idea what was going on. So we love that, mate. So apart from the fact that you're going to be missing a game of cricket because of it, but no, thank you for the entertainment and that. Apparently it was pretty funny for those who were around.
Yeah, no, I saw a Stick yesterday, and his finger was all bruised and bloody, and didn't look great. But he was obviously sooking as per usual. So just tape the thing up, mate. You don't really need him anyway. So.
Well, that's what his other half was saying. She was down and she's done her an ACL and stuff, and she was still down walking laps down cheering her Vermont girls on. They were playing our Rangers women yesterday, and poor form. Sticks could have been down there and walking the dog, but got to just harden up sometimes.
Yeah, correct. He definitely is a sook in the relationship, but I'll let them two fight over that one.
Talking about hardening up and that, I did make a joke the other day. It's like, do I pull out the old pickle juice as a joke in the Sixers? Well, we actually must have somebody listening to the show because that happened on the weekend. Old Rupert Dupe, Rupert on his way to 50. We know he has a million drinks in his bag. Apparently, there was a little bit of discussion with the boys for pulling out the wrong drink, but he needs to probably categorize them better. But yes, did get the old pickle juice out. Was a little bit humid, a bit warm for the Sixers, and yeah, down it went. So if he doesn't usually turn up Thursday night, but I'm nearly tempted just to bring the wheel down to the Sixers next week and make them spin it for that effort. It's as poor as you can get.
It was about 23 degrees and overcast. I'm not sure you should be cramping, but yeah, no, he is a firefighter as well, Rupert. So that worries me. If there's a hot day in summer and he's coming to your house to stop the fire and he starts cramping, what do you do?
Halfway up the ladder, got to pull out the old pickle juice to keep going. So yeah, no, that's a roast there, mate. And he won't be happy with that because apparently I absolutely burnt him with an LBW the week before. But
oh no,
I've never seen anything more plum in my life. But the toys did go out of the cot. We did see the drinks bag did go flying and everything. So if DRS came up, it was hitting halfway up middle. But no, he'll tell you it's missing 2 sets of stumps. I've had a few of the boys tell me that he made sure they knew how bad of a decision it was. But the great thing is having a podcast where I can defend it. So not that I like giving out my teammates, but when you're that plumb, you've probably got no choice.
No, exactly right. It's unfortunate, but had to happen.
All right, we'll move on to actually some of the games now. I know a few of the boys do like a bit of that entertainment, so we'll go with that. We'll start with the winners, mate. The same winners every week, and this is your under-12s team, mate. It's you're flying. I went down to most of the games that I could over the weekend. The one junior game I didn't go down to was this. I probably should have. Let's talk about the under-12s.
So we had a 2-day, obviously, the last 2 weeks. Went to Churnside. Won the toss. No, they won the toss and wanted to have a bat. And that was no worries. They finished their first day 7 for 104. With you can't really do the splits here, but our pick of our bowlers was Braxton 1 for 5 off 2. Steve O Jr. 1 for 7 off 2. Oscar Bannister 2 for 6 off 4. And Ryan Joe 3 for 13 off 2.4, which is obviously the full-time bowling. And then obviously we had a bat on the first day and finished 4 for 160. And yeah, Oscar's the first time he's been out this year, which is unlucky. Larson smacked him everywhere, and Xavier Payne made 65 off 43. And he was unlucky not to get a hit on the second day. He was the last one retired, so he didn't get a second hit. But Larson went back in and obviously finished 40 there. And then a few other boys chipping in, like Braxton and stuff like that. And then, we posted a score of 8 for 250 off our 46 overs, which we thought obviously was a lot and probably enough as well, with only 3 wickets in the shed for them. And it only took us about 6 overs to bowl them out. We obviously won quite convincingly. And, it was an unreal effort from the boys all round, fielding, bowling and batting.
Perfect, mate. You guys absolutely flying. Xavier Payne with another 6 there. That's a couple of weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Might need to teach the old man something. It's
he's getting onto a few now, and he was just spewing he couldn't go back in on the second day and have a hit, but it's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess.
Yeah. So you guys are way clear there in top spot. So flying 5 from 5. Couldn't be going any better, mate. So we'll put it all on the coach.
I wouldn't have thought so.
When you're winning, it's about the coach. So you guys
Correct.
actually got a 2-day starting this week at home. You're playing Hillsville. So they've got to make obviously the long travel to us, which is much better than the other way around. So obviously wish you guys all the best. You're looking good. We went down and watched his train the other day as well. And to the catches that Davey was hitting the boys and that, it's they look good under the high ball. Might need a couple of those guys to come play in the Sixers because they don't look like dropping a catch.
Yeah, no, I do emphasise my fielding a lot, which I think every good team has good fielders. So, the boys get a lot of fielding in and they're taking it on taking everything in and, trying to get better every week.
Yep. No, it's good. Well, because we missed the pod last week, the under 12s, the second side had 2 games. So the first one they had a narrow loss to Heatherdale, and the second one they've had a win against Norwood. So we'll just quickly touch on both of them. So first week there, and because they obviously you guys have 2 days, they have 1 day as being in the lower grade. So they've made 5 for 88 off their 23 overs. Heatherdale's made 5 for 98. Heatherdale, they're batting first. Bowling, always a bit shared there, but we'll give, I think it's Renesh with 2 for 6. So well done there. A couple other of the young fellas chipping in. And with the bat, we had, again, big day there. I hope I'm saying that. Is it Renesh, mate? You should know these boys better than me. Yeah, he's with the 15 not out. So, yeah, good little game from him. It's actually, they've all kind of got a start there. A few of them have all batted their 15 balls and retired. So there's some good signs there. I'll leave Patrick Kleeman alone this week. And that I shouldn't pick on the young fella. But I'll blame his old man because he's coaching them.
Yeah,
And then this
exactly.
week we played Norwood, and they've made 4 for 74. And with the bowling this week, again, obviously they only bowled 2 overs at shared, but up the top, same young fella, 2 for 8 on fire with
Dang,
the
he's
ball
on
here. So
fire.
absolutely on fire. Georgia Stutz also playing. Good to see her going down and helping them out. But Alfie with 1 for 1 off his 2. Nice tight bowling there. So well done, young fella. And then with the bat there, again, quite a few of them facing their 15 balls. Ricky Joe getting 14, Georgia 9, Xavier, and then again the star of the show, Renesh with another 9. So well done to the young team there, getting I think might be their second win for the year. So all good there. We'll have a look at the standings where that moves them up to. So up to 8th on the ladder now. So slowly and surely moving up, which is great to see for them. And they will, if you guys are playing at home, I gather they'll be playing away this week, and they are off to St. Andrews for a 1-day game this Friday night, if anybody's in the area for that. Also went down and had a look at the under 10s, give it their best. Some of the opposition parents get into it a little bit too much for my liking. But, Benny and the guys are doing a great job down there. Anybody who's watched under 10s cricket, it's a lot of fun and that, they get really into it when they don't count the scores, but geez, when they take a wicket, they're so into it and hit a few runs. But it looked like more and more there was less extras happening. So, hopefully they continue to develop there in the non-development grade. We'll continue the juniors and under 14 fours. I don't know if you saw much of this, but this was an absolute smashing by our guys. So we've batted and we made 332 to Wandon's 6 for 111. And there was a few stars of the show in this match. Charlie Bellingham got 52. Elliot 46. Lockie Tawney 77 not out off 52 balls. Absolutely smoked them. Ethan McLean 66 and also Callum 35. So you unlucky to the fellas who missed out. A couple of them, and I think Tyler was like, "I got a good one, mate. It's doing everything out there." But they were in a bit of trouble early. I think we were. I don't know. They duty for 3 for 7 when Xavier went out, and then from that moment, so Wandon must have been thinking pretty good of themselves, and then from then it was just absolute batting paradise. And then I believe on the second week when Wandon had to bat, anybody who didn't go down to Shieldcock this week saw that they decided to lay about 10 foot of sand over the ground and turn it into a beach. And I have a feeling these guys started on the North Oval and we moved the game to the South Oval just because the North Oval was nearly unplayable that second day. But credit to a couple of their guys batting out there 50 balls, but one of their guys 3 or 50. Just shows how tight our bowling was. Charlie's bowled 5 overs for 7 runs. You got Callum's taken 2 for 4 or 4. Oscar's taken 1 for 5 or 4. So you just look through that bowling card and it's just brilliant type bowling. Didn't give the boys anything. And obviously the conditions probably didn't suit Wandon as much as it did us on the first day, but to win by 220 runs, I don't think I've seen too many junior games that one-sided. And yeah, so we play South Croydon away this week down at Cheong Park, and the 14s, well, they are sitting second just behind it. Well, apparently behind a percentage, but they really should be on top because their percentage is better. So I don't know how that works. Somebody from the RDCA needs to come on and tell us how the ladder works here. But yeah, they're clearly flying. So well done to the under 14s and everybody involved there.
Yeah, I'm not sure the RDCA will be able to explain the ladder either, but it's besides the point.
We'll move on to your mob, mate. We'll go to the seconds and then we'll get into the first and stuff, and we'll work through some of these other games. So, well, as you said, you guys played Templeton. So run us through this, mate.
We played Templeton at Templeton. We won the toss and decided to have a bat. And yeah, obviously looking at the score, we obviously didn't make enough, but Tommy Noonan and Moss opened up, and yeah, I thought they batted really well, even though they didn't score that many runs, but they did bowl really well. And they saw off the shine on the ball to an extent. Alex Leclerc just came out and slapped him. Obviously didn't want to be there for a long time, which is fair enough. Chris and Tanner dug in. And then, Harry Lowe with a nice little cameo down there. And, Nick Schulte's leaving me stranded on one, which I probably could have made 100 from that, but that's fine. So I haven't let him forget
Definitely
that one.
50, mate. Definitely 50. Like,
absolutely.
You've got overs there. It's just, doesn't the captain know that you're averaging 36 with the ball or whatever? It's 33 with the bat now.
It's just, it's unbelievable what Nick has done, but that's fine. We'll put the blame on this game for him.
I'm going to bring up that. I'm going to do I bring up Amos? Like, is there a chance this has been caught in the slips on that? Because I've seen 4-4s there. He's didn't even know that. That wasn't even pre-done. Just guaranteed. A bit of a stitch up there, mate. But
yeah, no.
All right, and then we'll get on to them.
Yeah, they came out. They had to face 16 overs on the first day. And in the first over, Tanner got a run out, ran their batsman out for a diamond duck, which...
Oh, I love it. We'll see if we got this. Please. Oh, no. Who hasn't got frog box going early? Oh, that's poor. Yeah. That's poor by them.
So he absolutely burnt the young fella and, diamond duck. So we thought we were on. And then by the end of the first day, we had them 3 for 58, still needing 98 runs. So we thought we're a massive chance. And then just the second day, we just didn't really bowl that well. Like Angus Younger, 2 for 28 off 15. Tanner, 1 for 35 off 13. Tommy Noonan and H with 1 and 2 there. It wasn't a great bowling. They sort of batted really well, but they won pretty early, and then we thought they were going to pull the pin at RBOT and decided to keep us out there and just to waste everyone's time. And wanted to give the people a bat and feel sorry for the bloke who made a duck because he waited all that time to have a go in a dead rubber and he's made a duck. So unlucky, and good. Can't wait to see him later in the year.
Like, I can understand under the old system where we used to have this whole play for extra bonus points and stuff like that, but these days, like, I get if you've probably finished up and you're still 20 overs from tee on the first on the second day, you keep playing until at least tea break. But yeah, they keep going after tea was pretty poor form, but nonetheless. So home game this week, North Oval up against Wonga Park, and where are we sitting now on the ladder here? So Wonga Park down near the lower ranges of the ladder. So we're just still sitting just behind the top four. So big chance to rebound this week and get back into that top four calculations.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll go up to the first 11. It was a bit of a disappointing old hosting of Norwood in this particular game. We've obviously played Norwood. They've batted first. Things have started well. Got in 1 for 7, 2 for 10, and then they've put on a partnership of 238, and it's always going to be difficult after that, especially when, as we said, they turned Shilcock into a beach on the second day. At least Norwood can't sit there and say it was anything to do with us. But yeah, 107 and 130. Probably makes life a bit hard. Maybe the captain should have shared the bowling around a little bit in that, because obviously he wasn't getting the job down. But Joe's picked up 2 for 56. Bolter 1 for 32, and Jack's got 1 for 88. Rory's only bowled the 13 overs, so that was a bit surprising. So and James Barr there with 4 overs. So yeah, unfortunately didn't get it done there with the ball, and then with the bat, we just didn't get going. Bolts up the top was good with 45, faced 112 balls there. Rory, 17 off 70, probably shows how slow the ground was on that second day. We've only batted the 62 overs for 145. So Grant McInerney's picked up 3 for 27 for them. So probably, I think the boys will want to kind of forget that, move on from that very quickly. We've got South Croydon away. Also, it's at Cheong, and it's probably an important one because, as you can see there in the ladder, they're just behind us on percentage. So the boys are looking to turn that form around pretty quickly.
Yeah, massive game this week against South Croydon. Sort of put that separation on the bottom of the ladder and get the season back on track.
100%. All right, mate. This is your favourite team to analyse, Matty Stevens' team. The poor and Steve was like, you know what? There'll be nothing for me. There was boys' performances this week. There's nothing in that. But you're going to always cop it, mate. But there's reasons for it, so I will give you a bit of a leave pass this week as we talk about this game going. But we'll go with you to start off here, Nath.
I spoke to Steve-O on Friday night, and I said 219. I reckon that's pretty chaseable, and he said, "Yep, I'm pretty happy with 219. I reckon we'll get there." And they've dished up 10 for 109. It just, honestly, Steve-O, you're killing me, mate. You really are. But obviously, Kilsyth batted first, posted 219. Pick of the bowlers, Noah Spencer-Wilburn, 2 for 35 off 13. Toby Waugh, 2 for 51. Oh, a bit expensive, but still took 2 for. And Steve-O, the almighty Steve-O, 4 for 56 off 30. Obviously, got the captain there, which obviously bowled himself 30 overs. So can't do that if you're not the captain. Don't mind that from Steve-O. Just give me the ball.
There's a clear one there, and this will be some of the third place were talking to me. Mark Unter there, 59, has played all year in the ones, has had a very good year playing ones cricket, and just somehow ended up slotting himself down into this game. I gathered it was just because he couldn't play second week. So he's made the 59, not problems, can't play second week, all good. Well, that wasn't exactly the case. And as you can see here by the wicket taking, he kind of did rip through our order. I know Steve, I was like, the top order, they'll get it done, put the feet up for a while. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. And you can see Unter's there absolutely ripped us through, bowled, LBW. And all of a sudden we found ourselves in, a lot of trouble at sort of 6 for 62, 7 for 76. And we've limped over to 109 where he's taken 4 for 22. And we've had no real answers there. Gouch has got 18 not out. I'll let you continue there, mate.
Yeah, no, Antanara obviously is a great cricketer, played a lot of first 11, so obviously just gone down to bully the lower grades. Seems like a Kilsyth thing to do when they can't win in the top grades, but that's besides the point. Hopefully he's listening because him and I don't get along very well.
I actually think it was his first year at Kilsyth the year I went there. I'm pretty sure. I think I was like, I saw a couple of these names playing for them. I was like, no, that name, no, that name, no, that name. And obviously the guy's a gun cricketer, but yeah, it was unfortunately we've copped the old jump down. Maybe they feel like they've got a premiership in that grade than the ones, as you said.
No, that's exactly right. That's why their ones will be in Newey next year and their threes will probably go up, but no, good on them. But to our batting, obviously a few boys disappointing, getting starts and not going on with it. Lockie Tawney, I'm going to put a notice on Lockie Tawney. I think he's got to fire. He's got to get behind Steve-O and start firing, I think. He's got a lot of potential, this kid. I don't know if it's the rev up he needs, but he needs to do something.
I think he
Make a
did
run.
get some. It's not coming up, but I know he got some in the second innings. Obviously, second innings doesn't mean as much and stuff, but at least he got to spend some time at the crease.
Yeah.
I think he. No, actually, no. It was Josh.
It was
Josh
Josh,
20.
yeah.
Josh got the 40 not out. I knew one of the
Yeah.
20s had scored some runs, so
Yeah, no,
at least one of them. But yeah, no, you're right. That's hopefully both of them can spend some more time at the crease, but yeah, maybe a bit of a rocket, mate.
Yeah. And then Gussie Redfern will be spinning the wheel this week, which is good. And then just a disappointing day getting bowled out in 47 overs and then having to have a second hit. Kind of sucks a little bit, but yeah, a few boys had some time at the crease, which is good. And yeah, you can't really dive into too much in that because a little bit disappointing, but hopefully they can bounce back at some stage.
Exactly. They're playing Hoddles Creek. Doesn't get any easier for us this week. Hoddles Creek's first 11. But let's see where they're sitting about fourth, and obviously we're sitting on the bottom of the ladder. But hopefully we keep saying, just got to try to find the little wins and build some partnerships and time at the crease. And hopefully if they can, put a score on the board and, cricket's a funny game. So, just got to build that confidence, lads.
Exactly.
All right, we move it down to the fourth 11. Again, it's a little bit of a sad reading here. One Turner's made 6 for. Well, actually, I think we batted first. It's one of these split innings and that. So,
yeah, it's so hard.
Yeah, maybe it was one Turner actually batted first. So they've made 6 for 180 declared, which is it's never good when you obviously don't bowl the opposition out. Sando just doing Sando things, 4 for 23. Great friend of the show. Always wants to come on the podcast, which we love. Unlike a few other people out there, it was going to actually be Kearnsey this week, but after what Australia did to the Poms, I can understand why he wanted to stay as far away from this as possible. So four for 23. Great effort there. But yeah, obviously Rowan Schultze up the top, 1 for 15 off E6. But we've obviously haven't built enough pressure to take some more wickets, and then with the bat. It's all sort of fallen to bits this week. Jace Boyd, 16 off 90 balls. Did say he did spend a bit of time occupying the crease, but it was he was struggling a little bit because he was like a few of these guys needed to stick around with him, and as you can see, it just wasn't happening. Except for Rowan, who came in the end and 33 off his 53 deliveries, but unfortunately there wasn't a lot to talk about with the bat. And then obviously we've had a second innings there, and we don't really care too much about that. So, but it actually looks like we actually had to bat a bit of time in that second innings, but unfortunately the boys, just didn't get the job done at all.
I have heard in the second dig there that Gracie went out, and then the second last ball of the over, Torns came out to face one ball, and then they decided to pull the pin. Surely you're just pulling it when you get the wicket, mate. What's the difference?
It was clearly a really good block by Sean, and they've gone, wow, we can't run through these blokes anymore if he's going to defend like that.
Just you got to wonder sometimes.
You got to. Like, what the hell's going on there? Jeez. All right. So that's that. Way this week to St. Andrews, 5th 11, down there at St. Andrews, the 4th 11. Have been traveling pretty good, still in the 4. Big match against St. Andrews this week to can lock themselves in. And they're only 2 points off first. So did one Turner, obviously, he's on top there. But, still a big chance to have a crack there for the season. So let's just put that as a little blimp on the old radar. All right, mate.
Absolutely.
Tell us about the old man's team. Apparently, it was pretty good.
Yes. What grade are they in?
5th 11, mate. Whatever it is. It's
so they went out to Lilydale, pretty much the smallest ground in history. Dad was saying at Kinley.
I love how he sold it to me first. Oh, mate, this ground was massive. It was huge. Like, you'll never see a bigger ground in its life and that.
That's the first problem if you believe anything that comes out of that bloke's mouth. But yeah, obviously the split innings again. Lilydale batted first, and yeah, a few boys went to town. Wolf had 2 for 10 off his 8. With 5 maidens is a little bit ridiculous. And Chepper 2 for 26 off 10, which I heard he got smacked for a couple of big sixes as well.
I think one of them's just landed at Shilcock, is what I've heard.
He wasn't happy.
And there is, and I know about it. There is a story behind this. So apparently, your old man was sitting there telling him to go off the short run up, mate. The big run up was nearly off the ground this week on this postage stamp they were playing on. And yeah, so he's gone off and Chepper's got his way. He's gone off the big run up. It's like, nah, I'll show you how it's done. And the guy's absolutely gone bang and just smoked him for a massive six. Chepper's, back at the run up, rah, coming again off the long run up, bang, smash. That one's gone even further. So maybe listen to the wolf there, mate, because Chepper's been absolutely smoked. But in saying that, he's come out and he's got a couple of wickets. But it was at the end there, and I think one of them was actually, it was caught by your old man. He was your old man was under it, going, "Geez, I wouldn't mind dropping this right now." But got to do the team thing.
He did say he was going to drop it on purpose, but he couldn't be bothered being out there for any longer. So, and then Staff 2 for 6 off 4. And then to the batting.
Oh, you've missed Stutz there too, I think.
Oh, yeah, 3 for 14. What a man. And then to the batting, I don't know the split. I think they were only 90 overnight. With Staff run out, which surprises me because he's pretty quick between the wickets. Trev 29, and then Tommy Stafford came in, I'm assuming on the second day, or maybe he was not out overnight, not sure, but came in and smoked him everywhere. 57, and then Tallison 51, which is his first 50 ever, I'm pretty sure. So
congratulations, Tallison. That's awesome.
Congrats to him. Grant Stutzer with 98. Apparently he was hitting them everywhere, and decided to go out with only, I don't take anything that Brad Carville says legitimately, but I will take this one and run with it. Apparently there was only 4 fielders on the ground. So, and Grant's been bowled, mate. All you needed was a 2, just knock it around.
So the story Stutz gave to us while we were waiting for the vets to get called off and so on, there was firstly he hit a 6, which apparently hit on this tree and it was still going up. It was
I did hear that.
Massive. Even for the postage stamp they were, but Stutz have taken them to town. And instead of somebody yelling out saying, "Hey, you just need to knock it around," he's going, "You know what? I am going to continue to send these guys." And tried to send him one too many times and lost his peg. So maybe a bit of communication then for the rest of the lads, but at the same time, sure, you got to know you're close to it, especially when you've hit like 7 sixes and just absolutely smoking them everywhere.
Yeah, you'd have to have some inkling. And then obviously Wolf with 32 there, 33, sorry, and Brad Carville with 32, which...
Brad Carville batting at 11 is going to be the best number 11 and fifth 11.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? And then, obviously had a pretty big win there, making 345. So, and Lillardale only batting there 41 overs. So, great win from the Fives, and that'll put them in some good stead, I think, for the ladder.
So they got Yarra Junction at home coming up this week. Wouldn't be surprised if the boys are on. Oh yeah, so we're 4th and they're on their first, so it's their first 11. So third 11, I mean. So massive game here because the home match you can close the gap on first spot. But if obviously they drop it, then they can find themselves not only out of the 4, but they're not going to be chasing down the top probably 2 teams. So huge game this week for the Fifths.
Yeah, it'd be massive.
I love it. All right, 6-11. That's us. Finally off the mark. Finally got a win. Played against Mount Evelyn at home. So we won the toss and decided to have a bat first. Rupert's got 52 up the top, which was great. As we said, cramping earlier. The pickle juice got him through to get to that 52. So that was good there. Kane looked awesome for his 18. Batted really solid and then absolutely threw it away. And he was kicking himself because there was plenty of runs there because I was starting to obviously share the ball around. Young Tyler's come in and made 25 off 17 balls. Ethan's got 19. Richie Tate's smoked them everywhere for 35. And then myself just decided to chew up some balls for my 8 not out to keep my average going. As it's done, it shouldn't be batting that low anyway. But, everybody else was getting runs. So there's no problems there. So yeah, we put 5 for 197, which we thought was a good score. At the score, you kind of want at least 180, if not 200. And then with the ball, we started off beautifully. Mitchy Clifford, who's on absolutely fire with the ball at the moment, knocked this guy off second ball. Then we've had to make a bowling change because this spud here, for some reason, was opening the bowling again and got spanked. So Lukey Thompson there, I think, hit me for all those 7-4s. So then, Kane Tucker's come on and just, started ripping a new one, bowled one, another LBW. We've got the run out there. That run out's so unfair because there's Mitchy Clifford that's absolutely dived at point, one-handed, stopped a certain 4, picked the ball up, thrown it to Ben, but they're both at the same end where Ben is, and then Ben's just lobbed it down to me, and I've got the run out. So Mitchy gets no reward for that at all, except for the fact that we mentioned it here. So well done to Mitchy Cliff for getting me a run out, which I love. And then, it looks like it's edited because apparently their captain had made over 50, but it looks like it was 45. It's the other bowl person there, Liam, had him caught behind off Ben. I had him stumped off Kane. Kane got absolutely robbed another wicket there. Square leg was at backward deep square leg, counting the leaves on trees and whatever. And the standard, I went down and celebrated, not even bothering appealing, and looked up, and then of course square leg wasn't having a bar of it, so unlucky there, Kane, because it deserved another one. But as I said, Kane Tucker had a great day and got a bit close in the end, especially when their captain started smoking Ben everywhere. But 185. So first win, 12 runs. The bowling, Mitchy Clifford 1 for 11 was great. Kane Tucker 2 for 24. Probably didn't actually show how well he bowled. So no, great effort. And Ethan McLean as well, 2 for 16 with a maiden. So fantastic effort there. And we'll try to ignore the podcast host figures. Maybe it's a sign to the captain to stop opening me in the bowling and put me back up the order where I bat. But it's fun. It's a learning experience for everybody, I guess. All right. Well, actually, before we go into we'll go to the women's and then we'll go to the T20 midweek. So ladies played yesterday. So why the vets got called off? Because, again, too wet for us to play. The ladies played. So we had last week, the ladies got on for a little bit and none for 25. And it's just starting to turn around our fortunes a little bit with the bat, with Georgia getting 10 not out and Ash getting 11 not out. And then Wandon pulled the didn't want a bar of it. And even us, we were saying it was getting a bit slippery. So the batting's starting to come along. And then yesterday, again, like Georgia still actually walked. Her dad was the one umpiring, and he wasn't going to give her, but she walked in that. But so some honesty there. But at the same time, I don't even think she hit it. Mia absolutely started to smoke them. Got 32. Ash Boyd 21. Should have been caught first ball, but made the most of it after that. Cool Deep 13. So it was good to see her make some runs as well. Belinda Tawney with four until she was run out. And then Alicia got 10 at the end. So it was good effort by the ladies because it's the first time they've scored over 100. So 105 after 20. And we're probably thinking, half a chance here. Vermont, I think, at top of the ladder. And unfortunately, probably that didn't go so well since then. They had a girl, Cassandra Poole, who I think's made 50 every game she's played. So 50 off 20. I had a few messages saying, why is she playing this grade? But they've only got the one team. Clearly plays with her sister and a few friends in there, but way too good for our grade. And she's absolutely smoked them. Took a couple of our girls for 20 off and over. So unfortunately, the bowling figures not so good. Belinda Tawney, good, 1 over for her 2. Rosie 1 for 6, and a new girl to cricket. But a couple of our other seniors, especially our captain Mia, who's a pretty decent bowler, and for her to be slapped for 20 runs off and over probably shows how well good of a batter Cassandra is. So, good on the batting point, but we've got some work to do there with the bowling. So the ladies this week, they play Eastfield down at Eastfield. And they're actually been struggling a little bit too, Eastfield. Obviously, we're down there near the bottom, but so is Eastfield. So there is a chance for the ladies here to have a real competitive match, and we'll see where that takes us. And last is the T20, mate.
Yes, through to a bye week now, which is good. Obviously, finishing in the top 8. I'm just trying to find our game because I'm on the wrong one. But obviously played South Warrandytes at home. And yeah, we bowled first. Yeah, we bowled first. No, did we?
No, we batted first.
No, we batted first. I
Had to
thought so.
bat first.
Yeah, we batted first, and obviously, yeah, Bolt and Kernsel were just going absolutely ballistic. And yeah, absolutely turned it on there. And then, that was really it. Like Tim, our marquee player, obviously made 31 there as well. But yeah, Bolt and Kernsel just batted really, really well. It got us to a target of 5 for 152 off our 20. And then we obviously had a bowl and yeah, started not too bad there. With Timmy Sugarmar opening 1 for 6 off his 2. And then the surprise man, Harry Lowe, taking 5 for 16 off 4, which was unbelievable. And then, yeah, Tanner taking 1 for 12 off 4. And then, yeah, just really a well strung out performance by the boys that have now got them into 8th place, which gets us to buy tomorrow night. And yeah, then we'll play the winner of whoever wins from 9 to 24. So yeah, it's exciting times.
Yeah, no, awesome. So as you said, we'll put the ladder up there and see what ends up eventuating there. But yeah, the standings, the way we kind of finished, we snuck into the 8th spot with that win on percent, pretty close. So we were 1.497 and Monbot were 1.490. So yeah,
it was like 0.007% or something like that we're beaten by.
Yeah, so that was good enough to one of my old clubs, South Belgrade, finishing on top, but bugger them. But yeah, so it's good on and that, and hopefully, yeah, we'll see what team we draw out of this next lot next week or whenever they decide to play the game. So yeah, it's nice for the ones there to get some form and stuff. Probably the big thing that needs to be talked out of that game, and I've got the bowling. I'll get the bowling card back up. But yeah, obviously, boys had the game in control, and they've gone for the last over and gone, you know what, Jackie Kearns, come on and have a bowl. Maybe the most interesting over in the history of T20 cricket. This, and I was like, can I get this? Get the entire the over up here, because it was. If you haven't seen it. It is definitely worth. I actually think I can. So let's see if I can. We'll see if we can quickly run through this before we wrap it up for those people who are actually watching us. Because we had a good crowd down, which was always good. And well done to everybody who gets down and help. I know, the barbecue and the people in the canteen, and there's like dominating as he's taking his 5 far. Burns has come on. Fast forward that a little bit more. Jack Kearns bowling through. Yeah, so we'll fire this up, and then we'll get to the. I think the next ball's the wicket ball, which unbelievable in itself. Jack's just bowling an absolute half tracker. The guys put their head down straight away. Jack's celebrating. It's like, how good's this? The double fist pump, bit of high five. Absolutely has not hit. He's bowled at his end of the pitch. Yeah, for Jack.
Disgusting.
Absolute disgusting. And we'll, give me another high five, boys. Get around me. Been telling you, get me on with the ball. And then he follows it up with, let's see if we can fast forward it here. The next batsman, yes, here we go. Throw the ball back to Jack. And there's a reason why we're showing this. So here comes Jack bowling it out. And he has missed that pitch. We've got the we get the absolute dirt ball here as well. So he's bowling. I just love the fact that he's coming in bowling these half trackers. I'm just waiting for the there's one here, which there it is.
There it is. You can see.
There it is. Using the facilities. The reaction at cover is amazing. It's like, how have you missed the pitch by that much? So I did say to Jack I was going to absolutely stitch him up for that. One of the most bizarre overs we'll see in the T20, and it's an absolute Well, I actually thank Jack. The message did go out to him after the game. I was like, Jack, thank you so much because it gives Naypay and I something to roast Kearnsey on. And that was before we knew the result of the Ashes. So Jack's not really having a great weekend.
No, he's having a bad week, but at least he got some runs in that game, so can't be too sad, I guess.
No, he helped us get over the line. So we do appreciate what you do, Jack. But at the same time, you're always going to cop it for after that over, mate. Thank you to everybody who came down to the where did we go? Sporting Club the other day. So that was a great turnout. A lot of fun. And, it's always good supporting our sponsors. So I'm sure there'll probably be one at some point down the Croydon Hotel as well. But, well done to everybody get down there. I guess it'll be back to normality this week, mate. Meals at the club.
Yeah, we'll be back to normality. We haven't really been at the club for a while. It feels like we've been out and about, but no. Back to Thursday night dinners this week, and then plenty of fines this week as well because we've got about 2 or 3 weeks to make up because we haven't done them for a while. So it'll be a good Thursday night.
The Prez did put out a list if you can help out in the canteen with the cleaning up or even help the boys wherever. It obviously takes a bit of pressure off Naypay and Mick and everybody else who helps out. So we appreciate everything they do. So just 1 week, that's all they're asking for. So come in and help out. Hopefully they don't stitch you up like I did and get bang as a mash night when it's when you're on. But no, it's any way we can help out is always good. As you said, try to get down Thursday night because it's going to be a good fun night with especially with the wheel and big night of training as we prepare for another big week of cricket.
Exactly right.
All right, mate. I'll love you and leave you. Good luck with the run today.
Can't wait. Hopefully I'm still here by tomorrow night.
Love it. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining the Rangers Rundown. That's Naypay. I'm Swiz. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.